Hey guys, Nick Biddle here coming at you with this week's Drip. Hope you're doing well. I'm coming to you from Corn America. This week I've been home. It's been good to be home. My daughter's starting volleyball, so I've been going to some of her games, and next week I head to Chicago for a couple days, and then down to Peoria. But we've been talking about the different mindsets. Last series was all about the struggler. This series that we're working on now is all about the thinker. When somebody can't make up their mind about something, maybe the plans weren't clear. Maybe it's a boss doesn't know who to put on which project. Maybe it's maybe you've got the responsibilities of laying somebody off, and you're not sure who to lay off because of labor, because of work shortage, or whatever that situation is. Maybe it's your spouse who can't figure out where they want to eat. Any of these situations will throw somebody into a thinker mindset, and what the thinker wants is to make a decision. Deep down in dark places, they don't understand they want to make a decision, but what they need is more information. And where we damage the relationship is where we focus only on what they want. But when you run into that thinker, when you run into somebody that can't make a decision, don't pressure them. Don't ask them why they're so stupid and they can't make this decision on their own. That's just going to create separation in that relationship. Instead, go in with a little compassion and just ask them, hey, what more information can I give you to help you make this decision? Sometimes we got to break down that decision. And I told you I'd tie this all together with a little story. And one of the stories that I tell in my workshops is about my little boy, Cruz. Now, he's 10 now, but when he was 5, we'd go to the quick stop. We'd go to the gas station. And every time I'm pumping gas, what would he always ask me? That's right. He'd say, hey, Daddy, have I been good? Can I have a treat? Now, he's a pretty good kid most of the time. But he knows 7 times out of 10, I won't tell him, you know what, buddy, you don't get a treat every time we go to the store, because I don't want you to grow up to be entitled. But 3 times out of 10, I'll say, you know what, buddy, you've been good. Why don't you go pick yourself something out? You want to throw somebody in instant thinker mode, give a 5-year-old an unlimited number of options and a deadline. Because I would tell him, have it picked out by the time I get in there. He'd run in that little quick stop with his blonde spiky hair, and he'd be bouncing through the aisles like a deer in a meadow. Now, Cruz wants to see everything. There might be something brand new that he doesn't even know that's out there, and he wants to know what it is. Now, the thing about Cruz is, since he does need to see everything, he always runs out of time. And I'll walk through the front door, and as soon as I do, he'll hear the little chime, ding dong, and as soon as he sees that, he looks up and he sees me, and he knows pressure is on. Because I'll say, Cruz, you got a minute? 60 seconds or you get nothing. By now, he's in a full-body sweat, starting to stress out. I'll go to the counter and I'll get a bottle of water and I'll bring it back to the register and I'll look up. I'll say, Cruz, 6 seconds or you get nothing. Well, by now he's starting to cry. He's disoriented. He's on the wrong side of the store. He doesn't know what to do. He's panicking. He grabs the first thing in front of him and slides up to the counter and slams down a can of Copenhagen. And I'll be like, Cruz, what is this? I don't know, Daddy. I don't know what that is. It was the first thing in front of me. Of course, I'm wondering how he got behind the counter. What he wants is to make a decision. Now, what I could do is I could leave him in the truck. I could say, Cruz, hey, Cruz, you want a treat? He's like, yeah, Daddy. I'll say, great, but you're too incompetent to make this decision, so you stay in the truck, and I'll go pick out your treat for him. And, guys, I'd go and I'd pick out the right treat. I'd pick out the right one. I'd come back with the right one. What would he say? He'd say, that's not the one I wanted. I damage the relationship because I get so focused on what somebody wants. I forget about how we got there. What he wants is to make a decision, but what he needs is more information. So with Cruz, I got to break that decision down because what kind of candy I want is really about 7 decisions wrapped up in one. And I'll say, Cruz, have you really thought about, do you want something made out of chocolate or just plain sugar? Oh, no, Daddy, I want something made out of chocolate. Great. Do you want chocolate, just plain chocolate, or do you want something in it like chocolate and peanuts, chocolate coconut, chocolate caramel, chocolate and Rice Krispies, chocolate and peanut butter? Oh, no, Daddy, I want chocolate and peanut butter. Great. Let's go to the chocolate peanut butter aisle. You want that chocolate and peanut butter in a cup, dipstick, swirl, pad, bucket, or bar? Oh, no, Daddy, I want it in the cup. Great. You want thick cup, thin cup, mini cup, mega cup, dark cup, white cup? What do you want? And he picks out the one he wants. Now, there's about 7 decisions wrapped up in one. To you and I, picking out a treat at a quick stop seems like a pretty simple decision, but you know what? When we're sitting down with our clients, we're sitting down with our loved ones, and we're asking them to make a decision. Maybe a decision we make all day, every day. To us, it might seem like a pretty simple decision. To them, it might be the biggest decision they've made all week, maybe all month. Break that decision down. Let them come up to their own conclusion. They'll feel better about the decision they made, and they'll feel better about you. This week, guys, you're going to run into a thinker. I want to challenge you to ask the thinker, what do you want? They want to make a decision, but what do they need? They need more information. Give them more information. Break that decision down. I guarantee you're going to build a better relationship with that individual. Guys, next week we're going to start a brand new series on the doer. You're going to run into a doer today, but you're going to have to wait till next week to hear about it. Until then, take care.